Hi guys, welcome back. So it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and I kind of wanted to, I guess, maybe tell you guys why. I never really talked about this before, but I have a feeling that this is a problem that a lot of people have, and um, I don't know, I never really thought too much about why I am the way that I am until recently. So you guys will notice for my friends who have been with me for a while that I will go through these spurts where you won't get a video from me for like a month or 2 months or whatever. And apart from me being sick, this has happened quite a bit. And so this time, I guess I'll kind of talk about why I end up getting into these little funks where I won't make a video for a while. And it usually starts out with something small, like moving. I moved. And when I moved in here, of course, it took me a while to get things in order. So as soon as I could start making videos again, I did. But then I was having problems with lighting. And when I started working, because I was just counting on natural light, when I would come home from work, I couldn't film because it was dark outside. So that started to get frustrating and started to play a role in why my videos were becoming less and less. So on my days off, I would try to film when I had light. And if anybody lives in Georgia or Savannah, you know, we get a lot of rain, and sometimes it's not the brightest outside. It's kind of overcast, and maybe not so ideal for makeup tutorials. So, you know, there would be 3 or 4 days in a row where I would actually be off of work and wanting to film, but I couldn't. So that started to happen. And then I started coming up with excuses why. Oh, I'm tired today, or the lighting is bad, even if the lighting was totally fine and it was sunny outside. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow turned into a week, and then a week turned into 2 weeks. And so then I realized that I got myself into this little funk. Then I got a light. I got this Diva ring light. And I was like, cool, this is awesome. I can start filming. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Now I just need to rearrange my room, right? So that became my next excuse. I would be off of work, and I would go in my room and I would look at it and I would go, I can't do it right now. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know how to start. So then I would walk away from it, and that would be that. So then I started my full-time job at the hospital, and I'm only PRN there, but I had to do a month and a half. It was almost 2 months of training. So that was my excuse. I'm working full-time, and by the time I get home from work and I make dinner, I just am too tired. I don't have time for this. So it just turned into one excuse after the other, after the other, after the other. Till I got to the point where I really realized that I was kind of somewhat having anxiety about coming back on and making videos. And this has happened to me on more than one occasion, where I actually get myself so sort of like worked up about it that I don't want to think. I haven't been on my YouTube channel since the last video I made. That was the last time I've actually looked at my channel, or I looked at YouTube. I watched a partial video a couple days ago, which kind of, and it wasn't a video of mine, it was a video of somebody else's, which kind of like reignited my sort of like motivation to get back onto YouTube. Something else that played a massive role in that as well was YouTube is very different than it used to be. YouTube has been around for 10 years, and I've been watching videos on YouTube for probably the last 7 to 8 years. And it's always felt very, you know, I like how informal it is, or I used to like how informal it was, where it was just a regular Joe sitting in front of the camera making a video and talking about whatever. And I really, really liked that. But as of late, maybe the last like year or two, YouTube has become very commercial, and I don't like it. And I realize I don't have to be that way, and I know that. But like my whole feeling about YouTube has changed, and I don't know if you're friends with me on Instagram. Also, you maybe you read the little tag that I did where I had said that as soon as something becomes popular, I lose interest. And that's kind of what's happening with YouTube. You guys know for a while I was making videos on new products. Like I was getting products and I was reviewing them for you guys. Now I wasn't getting paid for that. I was just getting the product. And they would ask me to use it and then kind of talk about it. But I wasn't getting a paycheck for that, you know. So if I didn't like something, I just didn't make a video about it. I have gotten paid a couple times for videos. I think just 2 times. I received like $50 for my opinion on a product, and I was actually contacted 3 times, and the 3rd product I tried and I didn't like it, so I declined the video because I'm not going to tell you guys something that I don't, in my opinion, is, you know, false. Like if I don't like something, I'm not going to tell you guys, oh, I loved it, it was awesome. I have also said though that, you know, just because something doesn't work for me, it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't work for you, but like in my personal opinion, I don't like it, so whatever. But this company that I was working with, they have a website, and basically you go on the website and you can request to receive products to review. And so when I was first contacted by them, it was awesome. Like I went on their website and like I requested a bunch of stuff and I got almost everything that I requested. Well, I think they started to become more popular and they revamped their website and changed a bunch of things. Well, then all of a sudden, I wasn't getting anything in the mail. Sorry, I'm real fidgety right now because I'm not filming where I normally would, and I kind of look like crap. Well, whatever. Anyway, so, oh, and I also was not being sent email alerts of when they would get new things on their website. So this went on for probably 2 or 3 weeks, and then I tried to get on the website, but it wouldn't allow me to access my account. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I finally emailed somebody and I said, hey, I'm not quite sure what's happening. And I explained the deal to them. And they wrote back, oh yeah, well, we're really working hard on revamping our website. I'm going to go ahead and send you the link and click on it so you can access your account and you can go ahead and start requesting products again. Because up until that point, they had been sending me email alerts about new things, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So in my opinion, I thought that it changed because they were revamping their website, which I'm sure in part was what was going on. So anyway, oh sorry, I just got really distracted. I should probably turn the TV off. I'm watching this TV show about psychics and how they help with police investigations, and the name of a city just flashed across the screen, and I think it was where like the Ghost Adventures guys went to do an investigation. All right, anyway. See, I have focus issues big time. I should turn the TV off, but I'm not going to. What the heck was I talking about? Oh, okay, so I got in contact with them, and they sent me the link, so I went on and I started requesting products again. Well, I was getting nothing. So at first I thought it was because I moved, but I'd forwarded my P.O. Box information, so I was like, that shouldn't really be a big deal. So I let it go for like 2 or 3 weeks. I would go and I would request things. I wasn't getting anything, so I'm like, what's happening? So I emailed the lady and I told her what was going on, and she writes back and gives me some explanation about how companies decide who they want to send things to, and I said, you know what, that's cool. I said, again, the little guy is being pushed to the wayside. You know, companies don't want someone like me because I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I don't have 50,000. I don't even have 10,000, you know. So they don't want me. They don't want to give me products to review because I'm not going to sell for them. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I make a video on a specific product, I get like 200 views. Maybe 300. I think the last time I looked, actually today I looked at my channel, like I said, for the first time in a very long time. And my one video that I did on the lift wand had like 500 and some views on it. Did anybody buy it? I don't know. I just did what they asked me to. I used it. I liked it. I made a video. Done. Right? But I don't have those numbers. I am not appealing whatsoever. So I told her that. I said, you know what, I get it. You guys are becoming more popular. You're getting more name brand items. People don't want me. Fine, whatever. So she writes back and she says, you know what, let's talk. give me a call, we'll set up a time, we'll talk. And I'm thinking to myself, what are we going to talk about? Are you going to give me advice on how to like run my channel? Like what are we going to discuss? So I got so sort of frustrated. I just said, forget it. And I really started thinking about, do I want to continue making videos? What's the point? Like, why am I even bothering? You guys know I have like 4 different ways of wearing eyeshadow. You've seen them all. Multiple times. You know, like at this point, these are not tutorials. They are just makeup videos. They're looks. That's it. Am I really teaching you anything anymore? Probably not. You know, if you're new to my channel, you can go back to any one of my 400 videos and watch a tutorial. So I really started thinking about just stopping. Like, I don't know why I'm even bothering. Another thing too is that because of my work situation and I'm not working permanently, I can't keep up with all the new things that are coming out. And I know that a lot of you have said that doesn't matter. Just use what you have. And that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But people do like to see the new things being used. And right now, number one, to tell you the truth, I'm out of the makeup mood at the moment. I haven't bought anything. I just actually used my VIB Rouge 20% off, and I got a Ciate eyeshadow palette from Sephora. But that was it. Like, I haven't bought anything. When I first moved down here, I bought that Urban Decay palette, that was it Smoky Nudes or whatever. I got that. But apart from like gratis from MAC, and a few MAC items that I purchased before I lost my discount, I haven't bought any makeup. I'm just not in the mood. So that's part of it too. Like, I'm not in the mood to buy makeup. I'm not in the mood to put makeup on. Although I have been wearing makeup almost every day. I don't know, you guys. I'm like in a funk. The one thing that I have been doing a lot of though is, again, on Instagram, like I've been doing a lot of like coloring. It's an amazing stress reliever. If you don't color or you think it's for children, no. Here's one of the pages that I just finished up. And what's cool is like Ziflin. Here, I'll show you another one. I did that one. And I've done quite a few pages in here. I really like coloring. I think this was the first one that I did. But what's really cool is Ziflin, the name of the coloring book. Like, this is Doodle Invasion, but it's a Ziflin's coloring book. On Instagram, they started following me, and they have posted some of my pictures in here that I've colored. I think that's really cool. Oh, I really like this one too. I don't remember if I took a picture of this one and put it on, but I really like that one a lot too. That one's really cool. But that's what I've been doing a lot of, and I've been working on building up my my colored pencil. I buy Prismacolor colored pencils, so like I'm working on building up my colored pencil collection. And what's funny is Sarah and I, when she came down here for her vacation, we went to Blick like every day. And she was buying colored pencils like crazy. And she started buying the Blick ones. And then I started buying them, but I didn't get any Blick. I got the Prismacolor because I used a couple of hers, and I was like, I really like these a lot. But since she has left, like, I'll kind of tease her and I'll be like, oh, I went to Blick. Guess how many colored pencils I got today? And then I'd be like, oh, I only need to buy like 60 more and I'll have every single colored pencil set. Well, she went ahead and bought the entire set on Amazon, and I was like, you know, it's taken me forever to buy all these, but it's just all in good fun. But that's what I've been doing. And I'm slightly addicted to markers, so I'll show you guys my markers. Like I'm addicted to Copic markers, and then I've also been buying Blick markers as well. The Blick ones are cheaper. They're like $3.39, and these are, I think, $7.49. But at Hobby Lobby, even Michael's, you can use your 40% off coupons to buy Copic markers. So that's what I do. Like, I go to Hobby Lobby and I buy a 3-pack of Copic markers, and they're normally 20 bucks for 3. I get them for 12, so it's not a bad deal. But anyway, like, that's what I've been doing. Like, I don't know. Makeup, it used to be fun, and But now it's taken on a life of its own. Like everybody, I mean, there's so many people on Instagram. And the other day at work, I met 2 girls who make YouTube videos, makeup tutorials. I was just like, man, I need to stop. I need to quit already. And it's not that I'm trying to keep up with anybody, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem very appealing to me anymore. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I say that I probably won't do it anymore, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll get the itch and I'll come back on and I will, make 400 more makeup tutorials. But I just, like right now, I don't know, I don't have it in me anymore, I just see, and this isn't me, this isn't how I am, but I just see so, I don't want to say, because I don't want to put anybody down, and I don't want to make anybody feel bad, because that's not my intention at all, but I just don't know if I want to be a part of that anymore. It seems so weird, and I want to say why so bad. Maybe I just see a lot of superficial people and fake people, and I don't know. I need to stop. I need to stop already, because the last thing I want to do is put anyone down. That's not why I'm doing this or telling you guys this stuff, but I just see a lot of that, but that's what's appealing, and that's what people like. And what's funny is at work yesterday, a new girl that started. I'm still freelancing for Mac. But a new girl that started, she was like, you just seem so chill, And it's like, yeah, I am. If I have a customer that walks up, I will talk to you all day long, and I don't have a problem with that. But I'm also not that kind of person like, oh my God, welcome to Mac. Thank you so much for being here. What can I do for you? Let's have fun. Sit down. Let me do your makeup. That's not me. I've never been like that. As a matter of fact, my old counter, it was a huge deal. My face was a huge deal at that counter. It was. You don't smile enough. You are unapproachable. You look angry all the time. I'm sorry that my face looks like this. And I really, really, really hate the term bitch face. That's so dumb. I don't want to be referred to as bitch face. I used to think it was funny. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny. This is how my face looks, and I'm sorry if... Oh, and another thing too, it is not my problem how others perceive me. Seriously. If you're going to take one look at me and in your brain think, I'm not walking up to her, she's a bitch, you have a problem. Not me. I'm sorry, but I cannot be held responsible for how people perceive me. I just can't. It doesn't make sense, That's something I learned from a counselor. It's not my responsibility how you perceive me. If you're going to take one look at me and automatically judge me based on that, I'm not an angry person. I promise you I am not. I'm capable of having discussions and having fun and all that. I'm an introvert. I'm the very definition of an introvert. I don't do well in crowds. I would rather not be in a crowd. I would rather have one-on-one conversation. I do so much better one-on-one conversation. When I'm in situations where there are a lot of people, or even like parties or something like that, it drains me. I need time. And it's funny because I didn't realize these things about me till I went on Pinterest and I found all of these things on introverts, and I just happened upon it one day, and I was like, wow, that kind of, it describes me, almost to a T, the definition of an introvert. Oh my God, a couple weeks ago, I gotta show you guys a picture. So my son graduated boot camp a few weeks ago, and oops, there it is, there's his picture. So he graduated from the Marines boot camp a few weeks ago, and then this is my other son, Joshua, and he's in Okinawa. But anyway, I was put in a very very awkward position for 4 days. 4 days. And it gave me anxiety. Like, anxiety I can't even explain to you. Because I was in a position where I had to be... and again, not that I'm not polite, but it just put me in a position and it drained me. Those 4 days, it took me a week to recover from those 4 days. Like literally, I was exhausted. Every day that I had to go through this, those 4 days, by the time I went to bed, I was so completely and utterly exhausted and I couldn't figure it out why. Like, what's the problem? But I had so much anxiety that anyway. So I'm like getting way off topic here, which happens with me a lot. But anyway, so yeah, I'm very super proud of my kids and can't wait for Christmas because they're both going to be here. Woohoo! And Sarah's going to be here. My house is going to be like so awesome for a couple weeks in December. So anyway, but I really have gotten out of the whole YouTube thing. And I don't want anybody to mistake this. It's not because I don't have 1 million subscribers. It's not because companies aren't sending me stuff. That's not why. I almost feel like I don't want to be a part of something that is so like commercial now and so fake. I just can't deal with it. And I realize that what other people are doing and how they're acting, that does not affect me, and it doesn't define me. Like, it has nothing to do with me. So I can keep coming on here and doing what I'm doing. And for those of you that like my personality and like the way that I do things, thank you. Thank you for staying and sticking around. If you're coming to my channel and you're looking for somebody that I'm not, don't bother, because you're not going to get that from me. I'm not that cheerleader person, I'm just not. I never have been. I never will be. It bothered me for a long time when I was younger, but I have come to accept, at the ripe old age of 43, I have come to accept who I am. I am a loner. I'm an introvert. I will never be a cheerleader, ever. Even when I was a cheerleader, I sucked at it. I was homecoming queen, and I totally sucked at that. If I was the worst homecoming queen ever, ever, I beat 17 girls, okay? 17. I didn't even care about being homecoming queen. Do you want to know why I wanted to be homecoming queen? Because I was allowed to get out of class early to hang posters in the hallways. My school was huge. So I would get out of class to hang posters. That was the only reason, because I just wanted to get out of class. And then I won, right? So I'm standing up there, they call my name, and what's funny is the girl who I thought was going to win, she was the runner-up, so they called her. And I was not paying attention at all. My brain was way out in left field somewhere. I was not paying attention at all. So they called this girl, and I thought she was the winner, and I was like, cool, it's finally over. Like, we're done, right? No. Then my ears kind of like focused in, and I was like, oh crap, they haven't announced the winner yet. So then they announced it, Felicia Roman, and I was just like, what? My friend behind me, she's like, they just called your name, stupid, go. And she kind of like pushed me, and I'm like, holy crap, what just happened? This should not be happening right now. So literally they gave me the crown, they put the robe on me, and I'm standing there like, what? What? Like, no way. So, okay, normally the king and queen, they do their little dance thing, whatever. We were supposed to do our dance. I was like, hey man, why don't you go ahead and go dance with your girlfriend? Because I went to homecoming by myself. I didn't even have a date. I won homecoming queen without a date. So they're like, homecoming king and queens dance. And so we danced for like 20 seconds, and I was like, do you want to just go dance with your girlfriend? Because I didn't even care. Then they wanted us to come over and cut some cake. I'm like, we're not getting married. We're not married. What are we doing? Am I supposed to shove cake in his face? Like, what's happening? So that was totally lame. And then I didn't even get pictures taken with the crown and the thing on. Like, I didn't have anybody take pictures of me. Other people took pictures. Like, there's one for the yearbook. But I was the worst. And then homecoming was over, so I walked up to one of the teachers and I took my crown off, and my cape had already long been off. And I was like, here you go. She's like, don't you want to take these home and you know, maybe have your parents take pictures. I was like, why? I was like, why? I'm like, no, I don't need to take these home. So I just left them, you know, like I was the worst. But I mean, my point in like getting off on that tangent is I've just never been that person. And I went through a really long phase of my life, I mean, a big part of my life where I tried so hard because I thought something was wrong with me. And I would try to be a part of a group, even though everything inside of me, it didn't feel right at all. You know, it felt foreign to me. And I constantly felt like I was fighting that part of me when it was just natural. And there was nothing wrong with it. But I felt like for the longest time there was something wrong with it. And it took me this long in my life to realize there's nothing wrong with me. It's just how I am, and it's okay, you know. But being part of YouTube and telling people that I make videos, and I don't tell people, I never do. Once in a while, it'll come up, or like somebody that I work with, you know, we'll start following each other on Instagram, and they'll see that I make YouTube videos, and it'll come up, and it makes me feel really weird. I don't ever tell anybody about it, and I don't know why. I'm not boisterous, like, oh, hey, here's a business card, go watch my makeup tutorials if you have questions, or, you know, I don't do that, like, ever. I don't tell anybody. As a matter of fact, one of my friends who I met through my son at Ulta, we were at the register, and Chrissy, hi Chrissy, if you're watching. Anyway, the first time I ever met her, my son's like, my mom makes makeup tutorials on YouTube. Oh my God, I was devastated. I was like, why did you just tell her that? You know, it was kind of funny, and her and I became friends, but I'm not boisterous about it, and I don't know. Maybe that's like the answer to the question that I've been asking you guys as to why I don't have a lot of views, or I don't even care. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Like, sometimes I get caught up in the hype of YouTube and what other people are doing, and I see people who have been on YouTube a lot less, who haven't been on YouTube as long as I have. I've been on for 5 years. By the way, it's been 5 years, if you guys can believe that. But I see these people, they've been on for like a year or two, and they've got like 1 million subscribers, and they got companies that are like making collections in their name, and I'm just over here like, hey. For the longest time, I felt like there was a big L on my forehead. But I don't feel that way anymore. I just have come to sort of be okay with who I am and the fact that I'm not that kind of person, and I never will be that kind of person. And I struggle. I struggle with anxiety. I struggle with panic attacks, and it's just something that I've never really talked about. So I don't know if I've gone in enough depth, or if I've gone too far in depth, because to tell you the truth, I am at 28 minutes on this video. I don't even remember. That's another thing too, my short-term memory is just almost non-existent. I don't know if the chemo kills brain cells or epilepsy. I don't know if you guys knew that. I have epilepsy. I've had it since I was like 21 or 22. It's dormant right now. I haven't had a seizure in a very long time. I almost feel like the chemo killed off all the bad things. Like, I had a nut allergy, and after I finished up with my chemo, now I can eat nuts. Like, what's the weirdest thing? Same thing with my epilepsy. Like, I have auras once in a while, and what that is, it's like somebody who is actively having seizures. They'll have an aura, and an aura is kind of like a, hey, you're about to have a seizure. I will get those, but it lasts for like 10, 15 seconds, and then it goes away. I get them every once in a while, but nothing like I used to. And I'm not taking medication because I'm not actively having seizures or anything. But yeah, I've got epilepsy. So I'm pretty sure that all those seizures that I sustained for those 6 years before I was diagnosed killed off some brain cells too. All right, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to come on and just, I don't know, talk. Say hi, tell you why, tell you how I've been feeling. Maybe you'll see me again. I don't know. Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'm sure I'll be on again sometime soon. Maybe I will, I don't know, do like a artsy type video. I've had a lot of people ask me to make tattoo videos, so there's 2 of my tattoos. I have several more than that. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something, but the whole makeup thing right now, I'm just like, I don't feel it right now. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go. So thank you guys for hanging on as long as you have. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think about any of the ramblings or the tangents that I have gone off on. Or if you suffer from anxiety or panic attacks or depression, because I do have a little bit of a struggle with depression. That's another thing too that kind of keeps me away from YouTube. I do I do struggle with that on occasion. So actually more than on occasion. I'd say a couple times a week I'll start to feel depressed. It doesn't last very long, maybe a day. I don't really have like sort of long-term depression. Maybe I do and I just don't realize it. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop self-analyzing now. So, all right, you guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. I will see you all soon. Bye.